Hi friends, are you troubled about an answer to a prayer being delayed in your life? As a result, have you almost given up on praying about that situation? Well, no one likes delays. We live in an instant world filled with instant food, instant noodles, online banking, quick promotions, quick turnovers, and rapid solutions. Any delay, therefore, is uncomfortable for us as humans. God, however, has His own timing in our lives, and if we would trust Him through the delays of our life, He can turn those delays into divine appointments. In the book of Esther, we read in chapter 2, verses 21 to 23, about how Mordecai uncovered an assassination plot on King Xerxes, the king of a mighty empire. As he revealed the details of the plot to the king through Esther, the conspirators were apprehended and the king's life was saved. But after doing that and saving the life of the king, what was Mordecai's reward? Nothing. He was forgotten. The only reward he got was that with this incident, his name was recorded in the Chronicles of the King, which is shown in verse 23 of that passage. And that action, that small action, would have great significance later, because what happens in our life can be brought to great significance by God. Well, what about you? Do you feel forgotten like Mordecai? Mordecai, like any other man, I'm sure, would have been rather disappointed with not being recognized. Wouldn't we, if we had helped save the life of our nation's leader? But Mordecai kept trusting God and kept serving Him faithfully. At a later date, when Mordecai was about to be killed, hanged on a large gallows the following day, due to a conspiracy by a wicked official named Haman, and that's found in Esther chapter 5 and verse 14, God planned a divine appointment through the earlier delay. It so happened that according to chapter 6 and verse 1, the king couldn't sleep that night, the night before Mordecai was to be hanged. Some believe that the king couldn't actually sleep because the construction of the gallows was creating a loud ding in his ears. So since there was no TV for the king to watch maybe a reality show, no radio to listen to his favorite talk show, or no other entertainment available at that time of the night, the best thing the king could do was to read about his exploits, and that's what he did. You can refer up chapter 6 of Esther. The record of his rule was therefore read to him, and as the officials started reading, it was no coincidence, because God had planned it, that they actually turned to the story of how Mordecai had saved the king's life. You can read it in verse 2 of that chapter. What an amazing coincidence, but actually it was a divine appointment. And when this was read to him, the king asked what reward Mordecai had received for saving his life. I am sure the officials would have very sheepishly answered, no reward was given. Man may forget, but God never forgets us. So immediately, the king planned a reward scheme for Mordecai. And of all people, Haman, of all people, was chosen to do the honors for Mordecai. As a result, not only Mordecai's life, but the entire Jewish race was eventually saved from possible destruction. The delay had been turned by God into a divine appointment, and Mordecai ended up being appointed to the second highest position in the empire. That's found in Esther chapter 10 and verse 3. Therefore, my friend, trust God through the delays of your life, because you may just be on the verge of a mighty divine appointment. An unexpected delay can be a divine appointment, and any divine appointment will bring divine blessing.